the opt-out thing seems to have been an issue, and I think that that's an issue for me as a teacher, not with the book itself. In other words, if a student feels excluded because my classroom practice has made them feel excluded, then that would be an issue with me, not with the text. My job, if students choose to opt out of Beloved and choose an alternative text, would to still be including them within class. Beloved would be taught in the second half of AP Literature. That's a part where it's much more sort of student-driven. It's almost a seminar class at that point. My goal is to get them to not need me anymore as a teacher. So it would be easy to incorporate a different book within that in the form of literature circles, where they turn in a product to me, and it doesn't necessarily, with me sort of guiding each group, where there wouldn't be some sort of odd segregated go to your corner because you chose a different book. It's definitely not my goal to make anybody feel excluded, especially with a book that's all about healing from exclusion. The other thing I'd like to say really quickly is that I feel that many of the comments about the book's offensiveness essentially come from the book's effectiveness. I admit that I tend to think of things academically first. What can I do to help students succeed in college? What can I do to help meet the standards of both our school and our state and our nation and the AP curriculum? But there is this other side, this sort of side of feelings that we've had eloquent support of and also eloquent concern with. The book is not advocating bestiality. The book is not advocating horror. It confronts those things and discusses how to get past them. To Kill a Mockingbird is not advocating racism, and Silence of the Lambs is not telling us to go eat people. These are texts. What's happening in the bestiality? There's no bestiality scene in Beloved. It's referenced that that's happening, and the purpose of that is that those men in that particular section have been dehumanized to the point where they are animals. That's the point, and there's no other way to say that besides the way that Morrison says it. And that's actually the job of AP Lit, is to look at the way both diction and style relate to purpose. So the offensive-ness isn't there for shock value, but there for the sort of redemptive point towards the book, which the book is heading in the first place. I don't know when someone being offended automatically became a reason to not like something if it's not gratuitous in the first place. I mean, I think that if students are made uncomfortable, that's the appropriate response to that kind of material, because the book isn't advocating that. It's specifically discussing it as something that is horrible and needs to be moved on past. And there is that side to other texts in that class, and that's why it fits in thematically with that class.
Yeah, thank you.